This is the 9th day of Christmastide, otherwise known as the 9th day of Christmas. And this is the feast day of St. Basil the Great and St. Gregory the Theologian. Now, St. Basil the Great, he was born somewhere between 329 and 330 AD. He fought against Arianism, that was the heresy that taught that Jesus was simply a man. He also fought against a particular individual that had some dominance in the world, somebody that denied the human nature of Christ and his theology. This is somebody that St. Basil the Great fought against. St. Basil the Great there, he advocated the Nicene Creed. We're also reflecting here on St. Gregory the Theologian. He was born in 329 AD. He was Archbishop of Constantinople. This is one of the earliest figures that we see that made significant contributions there in Trinitarian theology, and he fought against Arianism as well. Now, what's important to note here during the Christmas season is that Christ was born into the world, and he was born in the form of an infant, perfect God, perfect man. He's the God-man. The situation is that there were heresies that were emerging at the time of St. Basil the Great and St. Gregory the Theologian that had some teachings that were much different than Orthodox teachings regarding the nature of Christ and possibly even the purpose for him to come to the earth. And so, like St. Basil the Great and St. Gregory the Theologian both had to emerge to fight the destructive heresies that would have otherwise led people astray. And so the situation here is that we need to keep in mind that there are some destructive heresies out there sometimes, and we need to do what we can to not accept those heresies as truths. We need to, just like St. Basil the Great and St. Gregory the Theologian, we need to be strong and affirming an Orthodox understanding of who Christ is, what Christ is, why he came into the world. And so, God be blessed, God be praised.